First game, you come to Omaha, and you beat Supernovas. How do you feel?
We feel amazing and great, and it's National Women and Girls Sports Day, and it's our first match, and it's about opportunities specifically for these two to play in the U.S. after long careers. Before the match, our GM and president and I were pretty emotional even getting this thing started, because it's been a long haul, a short haul, but a hard haul. We put this together really quickly, and for us to come on the road and get this win, I couldn't be more proud of not only these two, but everybody that has that jersey and everybody that has thrill on them today.
Are you excited to go back to Las Vegas with the win under your belt?
Well, we are. We're headed to Orlando, though, so we got another match. But I tell you, I hear the Parkway Tavern they had a watch party in Vegas and Henderson, and it was packed. And the celebrations were real and fun. And, we can't go anywhere in Henderson and people, even before we played a match, people recognized them even if they didn't have thrill stuff on. And now I can't imagine what we're going to go back to. And we're excited to go back, but we got another one to get on the road first.
Mm-hmm. Well, Alisha, you've been watching the action the last couple of weeks. To finally get your turn to go out there, but what was that like?
Yeah, I was itching to play. Just watching all of them compete. We have a lot of friends that are on all of these other teams, and they're saying that the atmosphere in all of the gyms has just been electric. The amount of fans that come out every single night is just amazing, and I just was hungry to compete and show that the thrill can also hang. And we showed that tonight.
I think that's good. I agree.
Ditto.
Yeah.
What do you think of the atmosphere in Nebraska and just the fans here?
They're always great. A lot of us on the team were talking about how many times we've come here and just been super impressed by the people that show up for volleyball. And we knew it was going to be a really tough environment to have that many people just really get excited. You have people just randomly in a dead moment just going, "Let's go, Omaha." And everybody starts chanting it. And you're like, that's the power of this city and the way that they rally behind volleyball. So it's definitely tough for us, but also really fun. We want to be anywhere where people are excited about volleyball. So it's a blast to play. And we're excited to see more crowds in all the different cities. And get this thing really going.
When you say that you have people on this team that are familiar, you are familiar with not only Nebraska but this building. How does that maybe help, though, coming into an environment that you have seen? How are you able then to offer perspective for somebody who might be here for the very first time?
Yeah, I think we have a really wide variety of people's and players' experiences playing not in front of big arenas like this, and then some of us that have. That we have played in front of arenas that we lost, some that have won. And so we it had to be, no, I'm just kidding. And I think just having a chat about that, right, that it's going to be a really cool environment, and we can either be threatened by that or we can be excited by that. And even if they're not cheering for us, they're going to cheer for good volleyball. That's the one thing we know, is that yes, they want Omaha to win, but they're going to celebrate for a good play, and they're going to get really invested in long rallies. And so let's use that as something that spurs us on rather than something that's to the detriment. So I think we all chatted about that before the match, and we were just excited.
Alisha, 32 swings from Molly, too.
Sorry.
What was working there? What did you like from the matchup that you saw? They kept going back to her.
Yeah, she's really good. And I think we have talked a lot about having a balanced offense where we're getting our middles involved. And so I think she works really hard in transition, which is not a key characteristic of every single middle. And so you see her busting her butt. And if she's working that hard, I'm setting her. And so when she's creating that many opportunities and they know it's going to her and she's still able to score, why not? Let's go. But you can see, obviously, she's really successful doing it.
Coach, you were behind 5-1 in that fifth set. How were you able to flip the script there?
Well, I think we didn't play to the scoreboard. We just found a rhythm, and they fought through. They stayed with the game plan. They served the right people. They caused havoc in the ways that we needed to, and they found ways to score. Maybe not traditional ways. We weren't swinging hard at every ball, but we seized the opportunity that was in front of us when we needed it. And the other key was we didn't have key errors at bad times late in that match. We took care of the ball. We controlled our side, and we basically just said we weren't going to be denied tonight. We weren't going to be denied. And a lot of that comes from these two and the connection that these two had, because the run came from these guys, right? Every time these guys were together in the front row, we'd get going, and then we'd survive the other rotations. And, I mean, you have to give credit to Hannah Maddox on the outside, a rookie that goes in and plays a great match in her first professional match from South Alabama. This is the biggest arena that young lady has ever played in, and she put on a show for somebody like that. And then, the passing from Gabby Gonzalez and Kylie Murr was a rock star in the libero jersey for the first time. So 3 rookies on the court. I mean, pretty impressive run to accomplish that, but that's a credit to these two because they led them through.
Coach, you brought up Women and Girls in Sports Day, and you also mentioned, just the opportunity to get out there and have this be your first. But when you look around an arena, I know it's not your home court, but you see those little girls. In your experience in this sport, I don't know, what does that moment mean? Kind of thinking of what this could do for not only United States professional volleyball, but just also seeing those little girls potentially then one day want to be in that spot.
Well, I think some of those little girls will be in that spot just because they were here today and they get the chance. And that's why we do it, so that the next can. And the doors open and they can make it even better. I mean, that'll be a few years because that's a pretty young crowd that's out there. There are a lot of screaming young kids, which was a great environment, but they're learning every time they come, and I think they have some incredible role models to follow. I mean, the behavior on the court is classy. It's professional, and I think that this league is setting a great standard for what this sport can be in the U.S.
Molly, you've played all over. What does it mean to make your debut in the United States, especially on today?
Yeah, I got a lot of flashbacks. The last time I was here, we played against Nebraska. It's 20,000 fans, and we unfortunately lost. But it was like the last time I played in front of that many people. And just knowing that Americans love volleyball too, and we just didn't have it yet. But now we have it, and I'm getting chills now. I'm so thankful that I can still play, and that I hope that this product can stick around, and that so those young girls can have a runway.
Good. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.